Ordinary Mary's Extraordinary Deed by Emily Pearson. Ordinary Mary was so very ordinary that you'd never guess she could change the world. This ordinary kid, she did. She changed the world. One ordinary day, skipping on her way home from her ordinary school to her ordinary house, she passed an ordinary vacant lot filled with ordinary bushes growing ordinary berries. Ordinary blue and juicy, luscious, lovely blueberries. Well, Ordinary Mary picked ordinary berries and brought them in a big brown bowl to Miss Bishop's porch. What? Left berries in a big brown bowl on Miss Bishop's porch? That sneaky kid, she did. This made Miss Bishop very, very happy, so she baked a big batch of blueberry muffins and thought of 5 people who might have thought those beautiful berries. Then secretly gave each plate. How great! 5 people got a plate. One of those 5 was her paper boy, Billy Parker, and when Billy saw his name on a note in the driveway on a plate, he quickly parked his bike and ate every crumb. Oh, yum, yum, yum. He ate every crumb. This made him so glad that the next 5 people got their papers on the porch, not in the bushes where he often threw them. In fact, they were handed right to them. One of those 5 was Miss Stevens, who was so amazed that he smiled for 10 hours on the airplane, then said to 5 different people who had heavy bags, "Here, let me help you." He smiled, and they did too. One of those 5 was Maria, whose cranky little boy James stopped crying when Mr. Stevens played peekaboo with him until the ride came. When he waved goodbye, Maria exclaimed, "How strange a stranger would be, so sweet." And the next day, when she was out shopping, once, twice, 5 times, she did something nice for 5 different people. 5 times without stopping. One of those 5 was Dee. His 10-year-old sister, who didn't have many friends, was painfully shy. When Eric said, "Hey sis, want to come to the park and learn how to ride my skateboard?" she looked at him wide-eyed. "Serious?" she cried. "Sure," he said. And because her brother Dee decided maybe she could be a friend, another 5 others. One of those 5 was Louise, a homeless woman who lived under the trees. She could hardly believe her ears when she heard Dee say, My brother and I buy a hot dog and a drink for you over the stand over there." Could it be true? Someone actually cared enough to give her food and a smiley face ring that was practically new? Louise was so pleased that she had decided even though she had nothing, she would find 5 others and give them something. One of those 5 was Mr. Taylor, who lost his wallet in the park. Louise found it, full of 5s and 10s and 20s. Oh, what she could do with all of that money! But she found his name and called his home, and over he came. He was so impressed that she was so honest in spite of being poor that he offered her a job in his store and vowed to do something generous for 5 more people. One of those 5 was Kate, a woman on vacation who wanted to see a show. She'd heard it was a sensation. "Oh no," she said, "it's sold out, but I'm going home tomorrow," and her face filled with sorrow. Mr. Taylor held out his ticket. "I live here," he said. "I can go any time, so take mine." Kate loved the show and was so touched that she thought buying 5 presents for 5 people back home would be really fun. And one of those 5 presents was for a little heart necklace for Mary, her niece, and you should have seen her eyes light up in surprise. Mary? What Mary? Ordinary Mary? Yes, Ordinary Mary's extraordinary deed had come full circle on its way and changed the lives of every person living. You see, when Miss Bishop made muffins from Mary's blueberries, not only did the paperboy Billy Parker, but the 4 people too, made 5 people smile, and those 5 did too. And after a while, in only 15 days, the love was sent to every person everywhere. Just see how it went. From 1 all the way up to 625. Well, 6 billion and even more than all the people we have on this planet. So after everyone had a share and everybody knew that somebody cared, there was even love left over to share. The world was changed, and thousands and millions and billions agreed it was all because of Ordinary Mary. Ordinary Mary did a perfectly ordinary, stunningly earth-shaking, totally extraordinary deed.